Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos. I'm here today at B&Q in Blackburn, and it's the day before Good Friday. Let's call it Pretty Good Thursday. I think it actually does have a proper name, but I can't think of it. So pretty alright Thursday, let's go with that. I thought I'd have a look, see what plants they've got that are exotic or of interest to people with an exotic garden, and we'll see what they've got, what's available, what the prices are. You know, obviously prices have gone up a lot. Prices of everything have gone up, haven't they? I think prices of plants have probably increased more than everything else. You know, inflation's running about 10% at the moment in the UK, has been for a couple of years, thereabouts. Plants seem to be running at, I don't know, 25% or something. It's hefty. So get that out of the way now. That's the price talk and how expensive everything's going to be. Once we get in there, I'll try not to mention it so much. Easter, for many people, I think marks the start of spring and the start of the gardening season. It gets them out in the garden, sort of thinking about what they can do. Obviously, we've had a really harsh winter. It was a really cold and prolonged cold for in early December, and that has killed a lot of plants. Cordylines, for example, in most gardens in the UK have been hit quite badly. They'll probably regrow from the base, but a lot of people will be ripping them out and replacing them with new plants, I'm sure. Same for Canary and date palms, and probably others as well. So let's go and see what they've got. Loads of indoor plants. Really massive section of indoor plants. I don't really know what spot here, but it looks good, doesn't it? It's all very cool. So heading through the little conservatory bit into the outside. Lots of bedding. I'm not sure that's going to be of particular interest. We'll probably skip through this bit. I can take you down each aisle. So we've got like structural plants here. I've already spotted a palm tree. This is a Trachycarpus Fortuneii, or a few of them. So these are £35. Is this one the same price? Yep. So there's quite a bit of variation in size. There's that one, that's the smallest. That one's the biggest. You can see there's quite a variation there. Probably less than a year's growth, probably 6 months growth or so. But these are looking in brilliant condition actually. Looking very nice indeed. They're definitely fairly new in. I was here a couple of weeks ago and they weren't here. So that's something nice. £35 seems... I said I wouldn't talk about price, didn't I? Oh, I'm talking about price already. Seems on the edge of reasonable, I'd say. Now, a lot of people have lost Phormiums this year, so this might be of interest. £24 for these pots here. They seem a pretty decent size. we're talking about, you know, verging on a metre tall. Again, there's some variation in sizes amongst those, but I think they're pretty alright. I've always sort of fancied one of these spirally things. My wife definitely likes them, but I can't see that they'd look like that for long if I was in charge of it. Oh, I've just noticed it's 20% off outdoor plants. What does that say? Offer ends Monday, on Bank Holiday Monday, Easter Monday. So there's loads of evergreens, conifers, box plants, hundreds of box plants in here, but I don't think they're of interest in my exotic garden. Lots of bamboos as well, and it's the golden bamboo. That doesn't, I'm looking for a Latin name really. I can never say this. Philistachys aurora. No, maybe probably not. But Philistachys will do for me. It's a runner, so you need to, you can't really keep it in a pot. You can see this pot's already sort of bursting. It needs to be in the ground with a barrier. Some of these are quite tall, so this one that's, what price did I say that was? 53. It's probably 2 meters or just over. We've got smaller ones here. They're a bit more delicate, these leaves. It's that's a Fargesia Murray. I'm not gonna. It's that one anyway. You can read it, can't you? And that's £19. So that seems reasonable. Look, there's lots of new culms coming up here. Don't know if that's focusing in. Loads of new culms coming up in these pots. They do look a bit sort of bare, don't they, down here, but with the new growth I'm sure that'll soon look really nice. They're only about a metre tall at the moment, but you could, in a normal year, you could expect the new culms to grow higher than the rest of the plant. So that's of interest and quite reasonably priced too, I'd say. More bamboos from this side. Thousands of pots, some huge pots here. They're nice, aren't they? £67 for these jumbo plastic pots, and they are absolutely huge. I don't know how I can get a sense of scale on that. If I get some of that bamboo in, you see the size of these pots, they're huge. And if it says how many litres they are, I might have to try and read upside down here. 230 litres. There. If you want a 230 litre pot, that looks really trendy. £67. There you go. They've got a few different colours as well. It's actually pretty good, that. Okay, we've come from that one, we've done that one. Then here we've got yet more conifers, a few more bamboos. What are these ones, I wonder? Oh, that's also golden bamboo. That's £42, but that's only maybe 1.2, 1.3 meters high. So it's a bit younger, a bit cheaper. More phormiums here, £17 these ones. They're smaller. Phormium Cream Delight. All looking very healthy. I don't know if they would be the hardiest. They don't look that particularly hardy to me. But what do I know? These are interesting, these plants. Lamandra White Sands, £19. It's I don't know what it is. I guess it's a grass. It's starting to seed a little bit. But that's quite a nice structural and striking grass there. We've got some of those little blue ones that have been popular the last few years. They're three for £10. Be right for filling a few little gaps. Got quite a lot of grass choice along here. Okay, here we go, some more palm trees, some more of these Trachycarpus, I think. These ones, oh, these are £20. Again, these look good condition. Canary and date palms, doesn't seem to be many of these left, is there? I don't know how many they add in, but these are £9 and probably about 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters maybe tall. 1 litre pots, I'd say. This one's in better days already. It's been damaged in transit, but 20 quid for these Trachycarpus seems okay. Right, can't remember if we went down. No, we didn't see this one, but some nice shrubs down here. So these were the Trachycarpus we saw before. They're £35. I'm just gonna borrow this one. This is the smaller one. Just out of interest. Oh, it's quite heavy in this pot. Don't know what compost that is, but it's very heavy. Let's pop that next to the £20 one. So the one on the left, £35. The one on the right, £20. I know which one I'd be buying. I mean, the one on the left has got a thicker trunk, so it probably is older. But and it's a more compact form. Whether that's just the growing conditions, or whether it's genetically more compact, which is a nice trait. It says it's a Fortuneii as opposed to a waggy. It does look a little bit waggy like now I've seen it up close, but I'm amazed the difference in price for these two. Okay, I'll pop that back in a minute. Some more nice shrubs down here. Nothing of particular interest, I don't think, for me. And we're going down to these perennials. And then getting a little bit lost here. I don't think I went down that one. Not sure I can quite get lost at B&Q, but I have done. So climbing sort of more traditional cottage type garden stuff down here, I'd say. Lots of roses and things. I think that's probably it for the exotic stuff. I'd say this garden centre, this particular branch, is probably a pretty average size. I'm sure I have seen bigger ones, but it's not small by any means. But yeah. So what did you reckon to that then? I was, on the whole, I think I was quite impressed. I think the selection could have been bigger. They didn't have any Cordylines, for example. That's a strange one. I'm pretty sure they have had some in before, so they probably just sold out. Maybe they'll get some in tomorrow. But it seems mad not to have any for the Easter weekend. Pricing wise, I think it was all right on the whole. Probably a bit better than I expected, to be honest. The £20 Trachycarpus Fortuneii looked especially good. £35 ones were a bit of a rip-off, I reckon. The Canary and date palms, reasonable. I think they are a little bit cheaper elsewhere. Tesco have had some in. B&M and other bargain stores like that, I think, have had a few that are cheaper than that. The Phormium, the larger one, £20 one, I think it was £20, seemed reasonable value as well for the size of plant. I'd soon bulk up. Yeah, just would have been nice to see a few more exotic plants other than the usual suspects. But, you know, nonetheless, I guess the more they sell of the same product, the cheaper they can buy them. They buy in bulk. So, yeah, I'd recommend getting down here if you wanted a Trachycarpus Fortuneii, not necessarily this store, but your nearest store. And it would be interesting to find out how different stores, you know, if they stock different products. I'm sure they do. So let me know if you've seen something different in your B&Q or indeed other store. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did and you're not already a subscriber, then please do consider subscribing. And I'll see you on the next video. And thanks for watching, if indeed you still are.